Wake up to morning roasts.
Rainbow, dildo, butt monkey are 4 words no one ever imagined uttering in the same sentence, but here we are. 3, 2, oh my God, Mr. Porkchop!
Oh, there you are. Hello.
You do you, but I'll do myself. Oh no, God. Haywood Jablomi, thanks for the 10 Canadian. I love my Canadians out there.
Yeah, I like a rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
Ori! Use 150 bits to play a part.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want that in my mouth.
Where's the girl? I need a cup of coffee.
Good freaking morning,
Wow,
everyone.
Dan! That was impressive.
Hello.
That was the
Go.
quickest coffee getting. Like, what did you do? Did you just like tickle the coffee beans and then they just
Absolutely.
Wait, did you like pee them out or something?
spewed out just
What is
coffee?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, and look at that. Oh,
Oh,
what a
oh
cup.
my God.
mm.
I'm so turned on by coffee. But right now I'm having tea. And then I'll have coffee. 'Cause it's not
What?
enough.
Not having coffee on morning roast? What
Well,
are you doing? You're breaking the rules.
No. I have it. It's in
Okay,
here.
okay,
it's,
okay.
it's probably the perfect temperature, but this is the perfect temperature right now. So that's why I have to drink the tea.
Wait,
Let's
that looks
see.
like green tea.
It's skinny tea from David's Tea. I don't know. It's just called skinny tea. My friend, she's so funny. She says this is the pooping tea. So whenever she drinks it, she takes like a poop.
Well, that'll make you skinny.
You,
Yeah. It doesn't work for me, so I don't know what's going on.
No.
In that
I need
sense.
some of that though. So
I just like the taste of it, though.
I will
okay.
have you know that it is snowing outside where I'm at, and I'm still having a coffee, and it's iced. So
What
step
is
it up,
wrong with
lady.
you?
I
Yeah.
have a problem.
Step it up.
I don't know.
Come on.
Step it up. Get it together, lady.
You just got called out. Drinking tea. Xray's more British than Mr. P.
No, like I've had one cup of tea this year, I think.
What is
No,
wrong with
bad.
you?
I know. I need to hand in my card.
Yeah. You know what? I did make it the American way. I microwaved it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh,
no.
now you're in trouble.
I'm
Now you're in
kidding. I
trouble.
made it in the kettle. A little
Good.
kettle.
You know how I make mine when I want a hot cup of where I need hot water? If I'm in a rush, I'll microwave it, but I actually just use my Keurig. I run my
Oh, yeah,
Keurig
yeah.
because it's super hot, and then I have
yeah.
hot water.
Mm.
That's all I do. Like it's
If I had my
easy.
Ninja brewer, it does it too, and I
Ooh.
prefer it that way because it's not too hot. Because when you get it at 100, you still have to wait like maybe 2 to 3 minutes for it to cool down.
Absolutely.
So,
I
oopsies.
have a Ninja grill, like a foodie grill that I've had for years and years and years, and I love that thing. It does air crisping, like air frying. It does grilling. It does steaming. It does all kinds of stuff. I love it so much.
Amaze balls. So how does it feel? It's day 2 of Trump's reign.
I should have
As
worn my
president?
shirt.
Tuggs. I titled this stream because I saw your shirt.
Daddy, so
on
did
your
you see my shirt?
Yeah, no, that's why. Because I was first like, has Trump changed America? I'm like, that seems like such a bland title. But then I'm like, holy crap, Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. I should
So
have.
how are you feeling?
I didn't look at the topics because I'm a bad, terrible, horrible human being. But yes, Daddy is home. I had a shirt on yesterday. For those of you who didn't see it, it's a baby pink because, of course, I love pink, and it's like a drawing rendering of Trump standing in front of the White House like this, and it says "Daddy's."
Yeah, let me pull it up for the chat because when I saw it, I was like, ooh.
Oh
Here
yeah,
we
I
go.
was all pink yesterday. I had my pink eyeshadow to match. The tie on his shirt is pink. I got it on Etsy. Yeah.
Oh,
There
Yeah,
you
buddy.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
It's very cute.
that was my
You can tell
stream
it's
yet.
super cold because she's wearing long sleeves.
I do. I know. I probably should have worn white underneath, but whatever. It worked.
It's fine. Black is
It's fine.
slimming.
That's fair.
Or so they say. But it looks like everyone in the chat, well, not everyone. I see some people saying some positive things about the president. Apparently, Andrew wants Vinny for president.
You guys do not want this dog to run for president. He has only one brain cell, okay, which is less than most politicians,
Less
ironically.
than Biden?
Well, maybe more than Biden. But less than in general. They at least have 1.5 brain cells. Okay, this one he's not even at a half yet.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch any of the coverage because I've been like kind of packing and getting ready for my little trip down into Freedom Land, which I'm really
Yay!
fucking
Don't forget to pay
excited
your
about.
taxes on your way.
I
Yeah.
did.
Or
Well,
tariffs.
I will. Actually, if anything, I'm getting a refund, and then in April I'll pay more taxes. So
Ooh, don't forget your
fun,
tariffs.
fun. But before we start with our topics, we got Sneaky Singy in here with that $9.99 says, we'll catch the replay as I'm infiltrating the judgment-free zone to hit legs.
Oh, you were at Planet Fitness?
I think
Rock
so.
on, Sneaky. Well
Good luck.
done. Make sure if you see any men in the women's restroom, you kick them in the cojones.
Well, that's one of the executive orders, so that'll be very interesting to talk about.
You're welcome.
And then he slides in with another $9.99. Says, so yesterday I met the final boss of TDS. This maniac literally had me put the inauguration on for her session just so she could listen, get upset, and seethe as she trained. That is actually really funny. I think hate training is a great way to do it, but like,
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I hate training. When you're angry, I don't lift heavier than when I'm frustrated. Although I have to get to a point where I'm super mad because there's the in-between phase where you're so frustrated that you can't do anything, and then you're frustrated that you can't do anything. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but
it's
I
a
get that
cycle
way.
of frustration.
It is. It really is. Like you're just having a day, and the littlest things make you just so, and then
Rawr.
channel
Well,
that somewhere.
that is an interesting way to train, but hey, to each their own. You do you. You do you, boo.
So she's getting her revenge body for Trump being in office. Kudos to her, actually.
I think that's not a bad way
Make
to
America healthy again. You know what? I'm gonna go change my shirt. I'll be right back.
But yeah, so it's been an interesting 24-ish hours. Mr. P, I'm sure you've not been affected by any of this.
no,
In
no,
Britain?
absolutely not. No. Apart from everyone just going, I wish that could happen here. So it's kind of just showing our government what it could be like, I guess. But who
Really?
knows?
So
Yeah.
what is there a person that is like similar to Trump? Because we have like Pierre over here in Canada. He's not the same, but he seems similar.
Wow.
Seemingly.
There's no one that I would trust it with. Everyone's saying about Nigel Farage, but I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Most, if not all, politicians to me give me the icky.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's trying to choose the lesser evil, regardless. But to see Trump a businessman perspective, it is very interesting to see his actions, at least in office, pre and post. So make America healthy again. So
I need a daddy's home. I need a daddy's home.
Maha.
Yeah, Maha. I need a
all
daddy's
about that
home
Maha.
sweatshirt.
Oh
now.
my God.
Let me go find it.
Imagine Jeremy Clarkson.
Actually, that's a pretty legit
Oh, didn't you guys hear?
suggestion.
You're gonna get Andrew Tate.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I don't
Can
know.
he
He's
even run?
pretty
Can he even run? We
determined.
talked about this offline, Tuggs and I, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know if he can.
Can he
Because
run?
he's not born. Is that a thing? You have to be born British?
Is that a thing in America or in Britain? Because it is in
don't
America
think-
to be born here.
Don't think so. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe we need someone to.
All your
to
prime
find out.
ministers have been British, so I mean, I don't know.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I think if Clarkson did run, he would win. He seems to be very beloved. I mean, he's the sexiest
I would
man
vote
according
for
to a
him.
magazine. And he seems very sweet. Also, he
Definitely.
makes
I'd vote for him.
good food.
It'd be totally for farmers, and it'd be for the British agriculture, and it'd be for kind of like he would literally like trying to bring it back to Britain again, rather than the way it's all going, and not bringing it back to Britain.
So
Yeah.
Clarkson over Tate.
Yeah. Anybody over Tate, literally anybody. And I say that. I don't say that loosely. Anybody over Tate.
To be a British prime minister, you have to have British citizenship, so you don't need to be born.
I don't know if he does.
but
I know he's got Romanian citizenship.
But you need
An
to be
American?
a member
He
of
has to let go
parliament.
of one of those then.
Yeah, I don't know how
But
many
you
you
need-
can have as a human being.
But you have to be a member of parliament and stuff like that. So
Oh.
part of a political party.
I think that I honestly don't think Tate can.
What? He was born in New
Uh,
York. We
yeah.
don't blame him.
I had no
He
idea.
was born in New York City, held dual citizenship until 2016, apparently.
Oh.
But he renounced his American citizenship to avoid taxes. Boris Johnson.
Well, that's fair.
Ah, we understand.
Can't be mad at that.
We cannot be mad at that. We have Andrew Matthews with 500 pounds says, if you want to train, watch Tuggs or Xray drive or ride in a game, the anger will flow.
You can watch me
Hey!
too as well. I'm also terrible. So
Oh my God. I think the last time I frustrated people was when I was playing Path of Exiles and I sold a bunch of my gems, things that are very expensive, thinking that they were another type of gem. And I could see the chat. And then my friend eventually was like, you effing crazy bitch. Why would you do that? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know how to play this game. I'm sorry. But anywho.
that's me as well. Like I'm like
I know, Mr. P. We're not good gamers. I think we're more entertaining, if anything. But,
the driving is for sure. Okay, whatever.
Oh yeah,
it's really hard to drive and reach out at the same time. It's like driving.
it is
and
very
texting.
true. That's why they tell you not to text people at the same time as when you
Exactly.
drive IRL.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
Who would have thought, right? Who
Who'da
would have freaking thought? So let's see here. We have a couple of things to go over what Trump has done in the last little bit. So of course, this is the main thing, especially from last week when we were talking about TikTok and the ban of TikTok. And I mean, hey, Tuggs, how was Sunday, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys know, so it was really, Saturday was really sad. We all thought we had till midnight, our respective times. No. They cut it off at midnight overseas time, and I don't know if that was like Puerto Rico. I don't know the times in Puerto Rico because that technically is a US. We own Puerto Rico, right? So I don't know if that's what happened or if they cut it off midnight in China or what. But at I think it was like 8:30 my time, 9 o'clock my time. Gone. It was gone. I opened the app and it was like, sorry, it's no longer available. I'm like, it's not even midnight. So whatever. So I go on my ranty post and all this stuff on Twitter. I go to bed. I wake up, have my breakfast, go to the gym, open it out of habit because we're all addicted, and it worked. And I was like,
Oh yeah, I have what was on it for some people.
oh yeah, we have a screenshot. I took a screenshot too. And I posted it. I was like, bro.
So Anna posted this. This is the first time I saw it, so sorry if anyone else put us up.
It's
So
fine.
she said, look at the message TikTok is giving people. Can't wait for the melties over the fact that they're going to have to thank Orange Man, which is good. It's actually funny, I think.
This literally, this message popped up when you open the app, and you had to hit continue in order for it to go
To
away.
work.
Yeah, so in order for it to go away. I will say if you uninstalled the app, you cannot get the app back, at least as of yesterday. I don't know if that's going to change today. So if you completely uninstalled it, you can't get back in. But yeah, so they had to read this.
Okay,
And I heard, I don't know if it's true or not because it's back up, but I heard, so Harry Sisson, the little white kid that Biden hired all those years ago, went on TikTok and was like, "Thank you, Biden, for TikTok," blah, 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 trying to like ignore the fact that Trump is the one that is working with them. And TikTok muted his account for like 4 hours.
Oh my God. And
Supposedly, allegedly.
For those who can't read right now, it says, "Welcome back. Thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts," which he wasn't president at the time, TikTok is back in the US. You can create, share, and discover all the things you love on TikTok, and then you have to hit continue. And I think that is hilarious. I've seen videos of people like, I don't want to have to thank President Trump for this, but I guess I'll have to.
Yeah.
And you have to. And the crazy part is they are not angry at Biden.
Yeah.
Biden is the one that banned it.
Yeah, Biden is one that signed into the law. So we've been seeing this. So the last 24 hours have been interesting because coming back on Sunday with everybody's like goodbye videos actually was really kind of emotional because you're like, gosh, dang. Like there's a couple I follow. You guys have seen me share their posts before on Instagram. I literally watched this couple start dating, fall in love, get married, and now they're about to have their first baby. And so it was like they did like a little goodbye video. I mean, they're on Instagram. It just was, but that's where I found them, and that's literally watched their whole life for the last 4 years. It was wild. Anyway, so we all come back Sunday and it's working, and it literally felt like, you know, when you go and you see a friend or you go with a group of people or whatever, and you're at a restaurant or maybe you go out for drinks and you guys give each other a hug. "Oh, it was so good to see you. Bye." And then you walk in the same direction. That's how going back to TikTok on Sunday felt like. It was like this awkward. Oh, hey, here we are.
We
again.
lied about all the videos that we made, but we didn't know at the time. So, like, you know,
I hope all those influencers that came out and exposed themselves. There were some people that were being facetious, but there were a lot of people that exposed that they actually didn't do, and and they have millions of followers. They make a bunch of money. I hope the brands that were sponsoring them were paying attention, because there's smaller creators that actually use the products that would like to be sponsored instead. I'm just saying.
and that's the one thing that I don't like about people who get sponsored. If you don't use the product and don't believe in the product, don't sell it. Like,
it's crazy.
The initial product that made me realize this was back in the day, early bachelorette, when influencing was actually just starting. The one product I was like, I don't understand this. It was skinny tea. It's like, I lost so much weight drinking tea. That's it.
Oh, I remember that. Yes,
like,
that was huge.
Like, drinking tea like that, it could help, but it's not the end all be all. So, of course, eventually, I think 2 years down the line, we find out this tea doesn't work. Blah. What?
Yeah,
so,
and they weren't actually using it.
and they weren't actually using it. So, you know,
they're all skinny already. Yeah,
I know. There was never really a chubby bachelorette. And the only one that I can maybe think of was Ali Fadowski, and she wasn't chubby. Okay, she just ate a little more from stress. Some people deal with stress that way when you're the bachelorette or bachelor, and you have to make all these decisions and like don't want to hurt people's feelings. I think she got to a very average body, but she got a lot of hate for it.
Yeah, I remember that. It was really sad.
Yeah.
Super sad.
Anyways.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's okay. Don't
Anyway,
worry.
TikTok. And my favorite part about it is not only do they are a force. There was one guy, he was a toxic human being anyway. The meltdown has been hilarious. Jolly Ginger. He came back and was like, "You're telling me I have to thank Trump? I'm not doing that. F this." And he's now left TikTok on purpose, which is so funny. And then there's all the people that are commenting like, "Well, Trump started this. It's like a narcissistic relationship, blah, blah, blah."
Trump started it? How?
So this is what happened. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, it's called Project Texas. So back in 2020, there was a security breach, potential security breach. I don't know if it was ever confirmed. So I say potential security breach with TikTok, and nobody knew where our data was going. Is it with TikTok? Is it in China? Is it here in the cloud? Like, where nobody knew where it was. Nobody knew where it was being stored. There's this possible security breach going on. And so Trump said, Absolutely not. That's not okay. And if China is stealing the data like we're assuming, then we need to ban this app. That's not good, which is correct. And so he wrote this executive order to ban the app. That went all over the news, all this crazy. Well, what didn't gain as much traction is there's a tech company here in Austin, Texas called Oracle. They're American made, they're American owned, they're American tech company here. They reached out to TikTok and said, hey, let's go into business together and save this app because what the hell is going on? So they go into business with TikTok years ago in 2020. And so our Americans' data are actually stored here in the cloud in Austin, Texas. It's not in China. Now, whether or not they still have access to it, I don't know. That's not for me to decide, but our data is here. So Trump said, cool, I don't got to worry about it now. Shout out to Oracle. Awesome. And the executive order has sat collecting dust for 4 years until April of 2024, when probably somebody with a really high investment in Meta, whispered into Biden's ear, and Biden said, okay, and signed it into law. So Biden signed it, not Trump. Get your facts straight. Get back.
Like, didn't
thing is,
Facebook...
like-
Sorry, carry on.
Oh, I was going to say, as an X-ray tech, you could have a wrong order just go through so many people's hands, the doctor, the nurse, the receptionist. It doesn't matter if you end up doing it the wrong X-ray. It's all your fault, the last person. So I think we can extrapolate that to this. Biden is the one that did it. So
yeah, at the end of the day, Biden is the one that signed it into law. So you can be mad at Trump for writing the original executive order in the first place, which allowed this to happen, but he did it on good merit because, yes, if another country, it doesn't matter which country it is stealing our info for whatever reason, stealing is usually nefarious, but what do I know? Then that's not okay. Like, that's a problem, especially if you don't know where the data is going. We had no clue where the data was going. So anyway.
Wasn't it people saying it was done out of spite because of the amount of positive reaction that Trump was getting on the platform? He gained a lot of votes from it, right?
He did, yeah.
That would be a conspiracy. We have no idea for sure. He's never publicly said it.
I personally think because it was in April, so the conservatives were gaining more traction on TikTok. There's actually quite a bit more conservatives on TikTok than people think. I follow a lot of them, but anyway, I personally think somebody who has a really big investment in Meta saw, and if you look at these politicians that all signed the ban, they all have money in, all of them have money in Meta and with Zuckerberg. So I think somebody was like, hey, this is a problem. Remember that security risk?
Yeah.
Even though it may not even be that anymore.
This brings me to this. So weirdly enough, just when TikTok got banned, the same day, Instagram announced their own video editing app called Edits.
And CapCut, which I didn't know this, but CapCut is owned by the same company as TikTok, and Lemon8 is their other app. It's still not up. CapCut is still, you can get Lemon8 back and you can get TikTok back, but CapCut is still down. And that's just a bummer in general, because I know a lot of people that use CapCut in their real life jobs because it's such a great editing system. So that sucks. But yeah, coincidence, I think. Now, also the day before the ban was supposed to take effect, Instagram upgraded their reels to, instead of the little squares, to be longer rectangles to look like TikTok. Facebook added the little thought bubble. Instagram and Facebook added the little thought bubbles within the last, I don't know, few months or so. Facebook just added it not that long ago. And you started seeing Instagram ads on TikTok, which was really weird.
Isn't there now an official TikTok account for Facebook as well?
Yes. There's debates on whether or not that's been there this whole time and we just never noticed. I honestly don't know. You can't see when they created the account, only they can see it. So, you know, yes, there is, which is weird to me because why would you, what do I know? But why would you create an account for your rival that you're hoping gets shut? Like, I don't know. It's all weird. It's all suspicious and weird. Tinfoil hat, guys. Tinfoil hat.
Yeah. So if it is, well, regardless of if Meta planned this, it is a good business plan to do this to reap the benefits of a empty market. And I even said it last week. If Instagram doesn't take that market share, they're dumb.
Well, the thing is too is Instagram, well, Zuckerberg, as much as he likes to run his mouth, he's not doing well. Like nobody's ever hardly on Facebook anymore.
Facebook is dead.
It's
Except
so dead. And Instagram was doing well, but then now they made all these updates that don't make any sense. They're weird and they relocated everything. It's just stop it. Leave it alone. Stop touching it. And also, as somebody who is on both, I will say, minus the crazies, which again are everywhere. The community on TikTok is a lot nicer in the comments than on Instagram. So a lot of these influencers, which made me laugh, but I felt bad, but they all go back to Instagram to do reels or whatever. And they're posting like, oh my God, look at this new cup I bought, a day in the life, blah, blah, like they do on TikTok. And the comments are all like, get a effing job, you whore, blah, blah, blah. Like the comments are just really nasty. Whereas on TikTok, it's like, yes, girl, you live that stay-at-home life. You know what I mean? It's really interesting, the dynamic. So whatever ByteDance, whatever the company is, the social media person, whatever that algorithm is, it's something very, very special. And Zuckerberg wants it. I'm sure Twitter, Elon, there's a part of Elon that wants it. He's already come out with like, oh, we want more positive content, you know, blah, blah. It's just, there's a reason it's making billions of dollars and there's 1.75 million Americans on there. I'm just throwing it out there. There's like this crazy algorithm. So it's a fight for sure, especially for Zuckerberg, who just happened to come out and be like, I'm sorry, the devil made me do it. I didn't mean to ban you all. And just sit down.
Yeah. You're the head of a company. If you didn't like it, you should have changed something about it. So
it's been 10 years, bro. 10 years, and you're just now going, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. People started getting bans from what I understood, especially like, you know, Uncle this and Aunt Karen would be spouting all this and then they would get banned. Especially around election time, I've noticed.
And didn't they say that they did push people in certain directions for election campaigns?
Yeah.
And he came out and admitted everything that we've been guessing for the last 8 years. It's like, bro, seriously. And also, how are you not in jail for that?
Yeah.
What the heck? Anyway,
because he's in too many other people's pockets.
That's fair. Maybe Biden should have pardoned him.
Oh, he might actually get in trouble. Who knows? I also thought this was interesting because we'll see if this actually gets enacted. I saw this post. I don't know if it's real, but if Instagram is working on the ability to dislike or downvote comments, we're bringing the dislike button back. Really?
Listen, you know what though? Instagram, some of these people on Instagram do need a humble dislike awakening. Like, be nice. Be nice.
And this is just on the comments, not on the actual post. Do you remember? Was it Facebook that had the dislike? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
and
man.
then YouTube had dislikes too.
Back when Facebook had balls, you used to be able to poke people.
Poke is really a cute thing. It was just like, hi. Hi.
And you used to be able to dislike comments. Now you can instead of the dislike, I just put the mad face. You can do like emoji reactions now. So just put the mad face.
Good one. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And is this because of Trump getting back in? Because I thought that the reason they got rid of all these dislike buttons was to help with people's feelings. So to enact this again, it just seems so strange. But I guess maybe it's a new regime. Daddy's back, and apparently this is okay.
I find it interesting that it's coming to Instagram only. Again, this tells me that that they know that Facebook is dead.
Yeah.
I don't want them to delete it though, because I have so many freaking pictures on Facebook.
Marketplace. That is the only reason I use Facebook is Marketplace. It's way better than Kijiji. It's way better than Craigslist. There's like a nice little, the ratings is nice because then you're like, I trust this person, and then how long their Facebook account has existed. Anything over 5 years, I trust.
Yep.
Not anything under a year. Sorry, not buying from you. You probably got it from the back of a truck. I don't trust it. You know what I'm talking about. Those people scare the crap out of me. So
my mom loves Facebook Marketplace. She loves it, and she's what, 70 odd. So
well, that's the guy I was talking about earlier, the couple, the guy, that's how he made money in other than becoming famous on TikTok, but that's how he made money in 2020 when he wasn't working, is he would go on Facebook Marketplace, find furniture like for free, and then either resell it if it was in good condition or fix it up and then resell it. And he's like, that's how I paid my bills, you guys.
I mean, that's really smart. Do you remember those videos where it's like you start with like a paper clip and then you end up with a car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could do stuff like that. What? I'm probably the person that would like trade paper clips for something very valuable. Just because I'm like, I need to get rid of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow this morning will give a high of 39. Chance of snow 90%. Hey!
So cold, so cold.
Sorry, okay.
Let's
I'm
just take a little pause from talking about this. So we got some super chats. Joe, the Uber geek, for £5 says Clarkson winning a seat doesn't mean much. To win the election, he would need the public to vote for 335 people in the party that he represents to win.
He could get that easy.
I think it depends
Everybody,
on the
I don't
party
know
that
anybody that doesn't like Jeremy Clarkson.
Anyone in chat? Do you know anyone that doesn't like him? And we're talking about
Genuinely
British
don't.
I think
people,
a lot of
suppose.
people didn't like him, but as soon as he made his Clarkson's Farm, he gained a lot of support. So
I think because he
yeah.
was for the people, and you know, like
he
hard-earning people.
he got humbled quite a lot during the filming of his Clarkson's Farm. So I think a humbled Jeremy Clarkson's a much nicer version of Jeremy Clarkson than
well,
the Top Gear Jeremy Clarkson.
That first episode, because I've only watched one episode so far. I'm working through a lot of episodes, guys. He was, getting the fields ready, seeding and whatnot, and he's like that. The whole idea of him, you're supposed to do the lines back and forth, do 3-point turn at the end, and he's like, that's not efficient.
No.
And then he realized after he thought his idea was better, I set myself back. Oopsies. But it's just understanding that you are not the smartest person in the room all the time, and that's okay.
Yeah. It's that humbling, isn't it? It's knowing that just going power for everything and using his Lamborghini tractor to just it's not the best option, you know. Like you don't just get the biggest and the best because it's not the best for the job. So like you have to. So,
and I think that we can use that analogy and just real life in general. Just because you think you have the best idea doesn't mean you do. And it's okay to listen to experts or people who are older and wiser.
Definitely.
More experience. And
I loved him on Top
or younger.
You can listen to people who are younger who are more experienced too. That's true. Because he
like Jerry Clarkson and the Caleb.
He or wiser. We'll just put older and or wiser or experienced.
I gotta watch this show. I have to add that to my watching list. I gotta watch Daredevil.
You'll love it. Episode 1, so far,
it's so good, and it only gets better. The series, all the series get really good. So
Daredevil or Clarkson's Farm.
All of it.
Well, okay. We also have to get ready for Daredevil coming up in March.
I know.
So there's that. So
I know. I just saw Steph is rewatching Daredevil. I was like, I gotta get on it.
Do it too. I'm gonna have to do it. We have Darth Gavel member for 11 months says, for F's sake, cancel Meta.
Right, like out of all of them, and this has been my argument the whole time. If you guys have seen my Twitter post, I don't know how many of you have in chat or not. For the last few days, I just was on a tirade about how bullcrappy this is. You're telling me that the same data is not being tracked by these guys? Okay. You're telling me that I send my data to Meta, which is American owned, and therefore it's safer, and the government doesn't turn around and go, hey, China, you want this information? Bull for like $1 million? Bull crap. The only difference is I'm giving it to China for free. You're welcome.
Exactly. That's the only difference.
No, we give away our stuff for free on Meta and Instagram, like easily.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you install the app, automatically I put the do not track across all apps.
Oh yeah.
How many people just click okay? Because you just sold yourself as a free product.
I mean, it doesn't, I don't know that it works anyway, but at least it might help.
No, it works because that means that if you look, like, say, on your browser for whatever product, say like furniture, a new couch, then on Instagram, all of a sudden you have ads for couches.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
every time.
You can literally have a conversation in a room, and then the app will bring up adverts for the thing that you spoke about. You don't even need to search for it. So yeah, that's fun.
Yep. So there you go. MJ UK, thank you for the 2 Canadian, says, are these genuine changes or butt covering?
For Instagram, I have no idea.
Facebook, I would say butt covering /
Probably a scramble.
a new regime. it's kind of like trends. Like he's like, oh, this is where America's going. So like, why don't we hop on this trend? And we see that with celebrities as well, with the jokes that they're now talking about. We were pro free speech this entire time. You know, we'll see. People's minds are changing. Actually, I have a video where people's minds have changed. Let's see.
How's
Here we
that
go.
new car search going? Oh,
So-
F this guy, dude.
I know.
I
So Snoop
can't.
Dogg. Then anyone who performs for Trump at his inauguration is a jigaboo, beep beep, and an Uncle Tom. Snoop Dogg now performs at a Trump inaugural ball.
Here's the thing about Snoop Dogg, and I will die on this hill. Chill. That guy needs the money. He needs the money. He is not making any money. His cute little shtick with Martha Stewart isn't as popular as it used to be. They had him on Fortnite this year for Christmas, and I thought that was the dumbest crap ever. He had his own like elf on his shelf, except it was Snoop on his stoop. Nobody bought them.
I think he should just game. Just game, live stream your gaming streams, and then just leave it at that. Your career, obviously, he hasn't produced anything recently that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I mean, he's got money coming in, I'm sure, but it's not where he's not as popular as he used to be. And here's the thing, I'm all about forgiveness and whatnot, but I can forgive you for shooting fake me in the head in your music video, but you're not invited to my table. And that's just me. You're not going to sit at my table. No. I'll be cordial, but you're not going to sit at my table. I'm not going to invite you to come have dinner with me. No, ma'am.
No.
So I don't know if they've truly made up. There are people in the comments that are like, well, what? People can't forgive each other. Maybe they put the past behind them. I'm like, I mean, maybe, or maybe Trump is playing the long game and is like, I don't hold grudges. I don't hold revenge. I'm going to be a step higher above you in my respect or whatever than you ever were to me. That may be it. He may be taking the high road. I don't know. But as for me personally, you're going to shoot me in the head, fake me in the head in your music video? You ain't coming to know.
That's a play, isn't it? Like, go through all the people who said, I will never perform at your inauguration, and hire them all, bring them all in.
Hire them all.
Well, and that's the funniest.
He's got the money.
It's like, I saw this video as well. Soulja Boy responds to the hate for performing at Donald Trump's inaugural ball.
Fuck y'all.
Okay, so there's some words.
There are some choice
Obama ain't never
words.
put no money in my fucking pockets, nigga.
Oh my god.
Kamala ain't never put no money in my motherfucking pockets, nigga. Trump put money in my pockets, nigga. My motherfuckers.
That's a lot
You
of
get the
money.
idea.
Is that for performing at the inauguration, or is he just holding money?
I honestly, I have no idea if this is real. I think this is hilarious. Like,
It's hilarious too.
I mean, hey, that's the thing. When Kamala was doing her press tour, was she paying people? I know some people was told that they got paid to promote her, but inaugural performances, who knows?
Some people got paid, but she was so in debt that I don't know how that works. At the end
As
of it all,
Tuggs said, women have a higher debt ratio than men.
That's fact.
Do we trust Kamala? Can you imagine?
I find it very interesting. Yeah, I saw that video of Soulja Boy. There's also one from, I think it was 50 Cent. Yeah, 50 Cent. But 50 Cent has always been more right-leaning anyway, so that one made sense to me. But yeah, it's just funny. But it's true though, they follow the money. 7-4 Ds, he's showing the reality, they follow the money. They do follow the money. And that's what it was.
Money
Snoop
speaks.
Dogg is like, oh, this guy's in office now, and he's willing to extend a hand, like, heck yeah, I'm gonna get that paycheck, where really he and Martha Stewart are probably getting drunk in their kitchens, sipping on gin and juice, be like, F that guy.
Sipping on gin and juice. Way back.
Don't be a hypocrite, Snoopy.
And that's the thing. When you make such big statements that you don't believe in,
stick by them.
And that's the problem, is people who follow trends. And I don't follow trends. And there's a couple people who, online, I think speak a lot of their own personal, their truth, as they say it. And then when things change, and then they go back on their word, that is sus.
You see it
Because
so often. Yep.
We see that with a lot of streamers or people who are in the public. They have this pressure to be likable.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have something that is, true to you and you change your mind, sorry. That's your fault. Now,
Just
opinions
be
can
yourself.
change.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can change though. And as long as you say, I saw this, I heard this, and this changed my mind, okay.
Yeah.
But
I don't remember Snoop Dogg ever coming out and saying that. I don't remember what the heck was the redhead? Kathy Griffith with her little
Kathy
head
Griffin?
list. Yeah,
Oh
that
my
one.
God.
Coming out
Her-
and going, can you imagine? No. They haven't come out. That's the thing is, I don't mind you changing your mind, right? That's how we got JD Vance. JD Vance was like, I mean, he wasn't threatening to unalive the Met guy or anything, but he was very anti-Trump years ago. And now he's like, okay, I'm wrong. And now he's vice president of the United States. Like, cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's admitting you're wrong. People inherently don't want to admit they're wrong. How many times have you done something bad and you're like, ooh, under the rug? Easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. True. All the
it's
time.
Natural.
Yeah.
And so to get to that point of being accountable, and that's another word they use, accountability. Yeah. For your actions. Take accountability for it. It's fine. You said stupid stuff. I've said stupid stuff. We were all teenagers. Okay. How many times have you as a teenager done or said stupid things and regretted it? And they just move on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I feel cringe just thinking about it right now. Oh.
Yeah. And I think working in the hospital, that for me has taught me a lot about being accountable, because as long as you tell people you did something wrong, or like for me, like I'll talk about something that just happened recently. I had a kid who was thrashing everywhere and would not wear lead. Like every time I put the lead blanket on, he was like, ah! So I just had to tell her, I'm like, if him doing this, I take like 7 pictures of him and we're not getting anything good, it's better to just irradiate his, little man pits, versus taking this many. He's getting less radiation. So as long as you're accountable for that and explain it, people will understand.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you made a mistake, that also has happened before in my life. Where you do the wrong body part because of whatever reason. And they will actually defend you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you said something, but if you just brushed under the rug, oh, that person lied to me. People don't like liars.
I actually don't like coffee, and I never drank any of the coffees.
Meat and 2 veggies.
Whoa.
That's one way to call that.
Just one veg now.
Oh, God. And Mike here is trying to be funny here when it comes to being accountable. I have to find a good book for that.
No, that's actually solid advice.
Yep. Mike says, I've never regretted anything I've said. French maids.
I don't think he regrets the French maids.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. Why would you regret that?
But we'll see what ends up happening with these social media platforms, with the celebrities that we've seen and what they said. And then when the regime changes again in 4 years. I don't follow American politics up until like maybe this past couple years. Is it always like this, Tuggs?
No, it's not always like this. Normally, it's actually only been, I want to say Obama probably started like the weird craze about the presidency, because there was so much like, oh, the first Black president surrounding him. So it really was, I think that was probably the first. And then Trump winning it just set everything else off, because when Trump won originally, it was just a shock to everybody, because it was like, this man has no political experience. What is going on? Right. And so everybody was just kind of in shock. And then now it's just been chaos ever since. Back in the day, you would vote and nobody cared. Like you didn't even tell people. It was considered rude. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, even. I don't know, maybe my math is off on that, because I'm thinking 15, 20 years ago was still 1980. But anyway, it was rude to ask, well, who did you vote for? You know what I mean? It was considered rude unless you were around people that you talked about that stuff with or whatever. So it's gone, the last probably 10 years, it's gone completely the opposite. It's wild, and no, it's not ever
Okay.
like this ever. This is new.
So remind me, is he in? So he's in for 4 years. Like, can he go
Yes.
for another 4 after that, or he can't?
No,
He
he's
can't,
done.
He's
He's
'cause
done.
done
he's
2
already done
terms.
2.
Yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
it'll be
So it's
the
only
next
2 terms.
person, which we're assuming is going to be JD Vance,
JD,
his
yeah.
vice president. I don't know who he's going to pick as his VP. That will be interesting to watch. But yeah, I wish he could, but he cannot.
Yeah.
So
It would be interesting, but I think, well, we'll see what happens in 4 years. We got to live these 4 years first and experience whatever this is going to bring and the
I'm still
craziness.
waiting for my Handmaid's Tale robe to come in the mail. So
I honestly, I want that pink MAGA hat only because it's hot pink.
I love the
And,
pink one. I'm looking for it too. If anybody sees the pink one,
I'm hoping that when I go to Vegas that I can get one.
I don't know where to find stuff in person. I've been ordering my stuff online or putting it on my wish
Yeah,
list.
but I want it specifically from the Trump store because the one on Amazon is just not like, it looks like crap.
Oh, do they have it in the Trump store in Vegas?
I mean, the Trump store online.
Ooh. Oh, online.
I
wonder
don't
if
know
they have
about
it in
in
the store in
Vegas.
Vegas at his hotel.
I think they could have it, but that'll be in April, which I'm freaking excited about.
Me too.
What's this? My parents didn't tell. My parents
Yeah,
didn't tell me.
our parents didn't even tell us.
Mhm.
It was just so taboo. It wasn't like taboo, but it was taboo in a way. It just, nobody cared. You just went and voted, and then the guy won, and you're like, oh, either you were excited or you
Mhm.
weren't. Like nobody cared.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jonathan's putting the link in. Oh my
I'm
God.
adding it to my wish list. Thanks, Jonathan.
So the only thing that I do not like that Trump has said he's done is the tariffs on Canada. I don't agree with it. Added a 25% tariff, which starts February 1st. And it's funny because our Premier Doug Ford, which is our version of a state official, he said that he's going to take the alcohol from America off our shelves. And I'm like, that's going to be like no biggie, in all honesty. I don't think they're going to care that much. One little province saying this.
Yeah. I find it interesting that everybody's upset about this because listen, here's the thing: is that everybody has
tariffs?
Yeah, everybody
25%
has tariffs.
is high.
That is high, and I don't know the
what's it
reasoning
on?
behind it. But what is it
I think
on?
it's all
What's it
products.
on?
I don't know. I
Is
just
it
saw it.
imports, exports? What's going on? Like, is it 25% going into the States, coming out of the States? What is it? What do you
Probably
tariff it?
both. I have
haven't looked.
no
I have
idea. But regardless, I don't know what the tariffs are at this moment, but I don't want to be paying that much tax. I'm not going to be buying products from the States. To be fair, Canada does charge a high amount of taxes too when stuff comes in here.
Well, it'll affect American products too.
Yeah. So I think he's charging for products that come into the States so that they make a cut.
So yeah, so you can't. So how much does Canada? So maple syrup's going to be super expensive in Canada right now.
If you buy it from Canada.
Yeah.
Any
not
product.
Canada, in America. Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's what you export, right? Maple syrup.
Maple syrup. I think fuel is another big export, but I don't know how much is going to the States because obviously we have the Alberta, which we have the oil over there. I don't know what else that is like super huge. I'm sure there's groceries that go down to the States as well. So we'll see. I think that having these tariffs means that people are going to look for alternative sources for these products in the States or from other countries, which is going to hurt Canada in the long run for making profits.
Yeah. Tariffs are usually on imports. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm trying to think like, I mean, we have our own syrup. I mean, we know the joke is the maple syrup with Canada and like that's a thing. But also, I mean, yeah, I think the tariffs here, the tariff thing, I don't know how that works once something is signed. If you this for negotiation, I'm not that smart. But to me, it sounds like he's doing all of this stuff to make people kind of wake up a little. Like, yes, Canadian maple syrup is delicious. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong. But Vermont maple syrup is just as good and it's localized. Do you know what I mean? So I think he's kind of, and I could be wrong. I might be just talking out my butt. But he could be like, listen, I can impose all these taxes. That will help our economy for one. It'll also make things a little bit more expensive for some things, etc. All this stuff. But this also opens to negotiate. Exactly, Graptar. It also opens to negotiation on Canada's side. So maybe we're imposing this 25%. Maybe right now it's at 15 and you can drop it down. And so he's proposing, nope, I want 25% now because you guys are a bunch of yaku, whack dogs, whatever. And they go, well, how about 10 instead of the 15? And he goes, okay, that's less than we were, right? So that way we could keep negotiating or we could keep getting products from you guys and vice versa. Because there's a lot in a lot of countries that are made here. And so I think that's what his point is, to make people go, oh no, what about our maple syrup? Oh, wait a minute, we have maple syrup.
You could just buy local.
Well,
and I agree with that because I think it's better to buy local. We'll see what ends up happening. I think Canada should lower their taxes on imports from the States, because how many times have I bought something that I also get an additional bill, but they're like, we're not releasing this product until you pay. And the worst part for me is not even the taxes, it's the handling fee from UPS or Canada Post. They're like, oh, so this is the taxes. Say it's $10, but also we're going to tack on $30 for having to do this. Are you effing kidding me?
It's ridiculous. The handling fees for anything right now, and here in the States too, it's awful. It's so bad. It's so bad. And I don't know where we're being handled, but good Lord.
Hey, to handle this product less than maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I have to pay $30. That makes no sense. Who's making that much money in that little time?
There you go. Don't import it. That's what you need to do.
So it just is. So I don't know. I think personally, I think it's a negotiation thing to make not only Americans be like, oh, wait a minute, we can if we need to. I'm not saying we should, but we can do a lot of this stuff here, and maybe that'll be better for us in the long run. But also, we don't want to burn bridges. So I think it's him being like, hey, let's talk about this because y'all are ridiculous and so are we. Let's negotiate. I think that's what that is.
We'll see what ends up happening on that. Was there any other executive orders that you saw that you want to talk about? Because those are the ones that I wanted to talk about.
No, the only other one, and I don't know how YouTube likes it, so we don't have to talk about, is the gender situation.
There are now 2, according to, this is a fact, YouTube. You can't take us down for this. There are 2 genders.
Yes, the executive order has been signed.
I don't know the implications of that. Like, I think obviously the military is going to get, changed. Does this mean on those forms for, applying for work or anything where it's like your genders, male, female, not applicable or whatever? I don't know the options, what they were before. But bathrooms, that could be another thing. I'm okay with the bathrooms, like more than okay, because I think it's so weird going into a bathroom with a man. Like, I'm not talking about anyone who is just, of another gender that is not male and female. I'm talking about even just shared bathrooms. It's so freaking weird. I don't like it. So, yeah.
I didn't realize that there were more than 2, to be honest.
Only in America. That's the crazy part is, and a lot of people found this out. A lot of people found out the hard way with the whole TikTok ban when they were downloading that Red Note app. The Rainbow Brigade does not do well outside of America in general.
No,
so
and that's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. Only in America do you have the freedoms to be like, I identify as a whatever today, and we have to respect
a deer. Excuse me?
Only in America, because you go to these most other countries. Now, maybe Canada's a little bit more tolerant. Maybe parts of the UK are a little bit more tolerant. But like Red Note, for instance, is the Chinese-based app that everybody ran to after the TikTok situation. And so all these people that were made famous on TikTok for their Rainbow Brigade stuff were getting banned off of Red Note because China don't play. They don't tolerate that at all, period. They don't care if you do it, but don't advertise, right? So now all these people are complaining. Anyway, you're learning the hard way. Sorry. Special. So really, we're just going back to the thing. Like
talked about it even last week. Going traveling and experiencing things gives you an idea of what the world actually is, and America isn't the end all be all of what the world, how the world runs. And I think appreciating just even the fact that you have a home, that you have food, that you have clean water, like that is huge. Not every person is able to even access that. I've gone to Vietnam and seen people like literally this man who has half an arm, one arm, no legs, dragging himself with a bucket behind him, tied to him with a string on the street, begging for money. And like, that was the one time, like, I don't give people money, but I'm like, well, this dude has nothing.
No, he was faking it.
Oh my God. So it's just like, you know, the homeless here are so lucky. They have all their limbs. They're allowed to go F on the street and poop on the street and have no repercussions. This is talking about
Americans
LA
have
back in
no,
the
I
day.
mean, we really do have no idea. Most Americans have no idea how good we have it here. All these women complaining, or we're going to get the Handmaid's Tale and all this stuff. I double dog dare you to go to the Middle East. Go to the Middle East, I dare you. Let's see what happens. You know, like, come on.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Very interesting. I guess we'll see what ends up happening over the next few weeks. And
day 1.5, people. I count
Yeah.
yesterday as a semi-full day because that man, he partied, he did his speech. Melania was beautiful.
Oh my, she's gorgeous, by the way. I loved her dress.
Mrs. Vance, Usha, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I gotta learn that. But Mrs. Vance was stunning in the pink as queen. Okay, it was a big fashion show, except for what's her bucket with the lingerie. Put your boobs away, ma'am. You were at a presidential inauguration. Sit down. Anyway, and he was signing executive orders. He's like, "Bring me my Diet Coke. I got stuff to do. Okay, it's noon. Chop chop."
And he's such a businessman, and I like the fact that he did it in public because that's the accountability factor.
Yep.
I said I was going to do this, and I'm going to do this. And I also think it's very interesting that he pulled America out of the WHO.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So that's pretty big. I don't know what the implications are going to be that in the later run, but obviously that gives America a chance to do things regardless of what they say in terms of health and healthcare.
Interesting. I also want to know the whole, well, and now we're going to go over time, but if somebody knows it, tag me on Twitter or in Discord or something, what the implications are for Biden pardoning people that weren't charged with any crimes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that's a future
I don't
thing?
think you can do that. I literally don't think that
he knows what he was doing, to be fair.
I don't know what he was doing, but anyway, so if anybody knows,
let me know. Okay, so we just got a few super chats left. We got Peanut the Entrepreneur for $5 says, breaking news. Trump partners with Coca-Cola to roll out his new presidential beverage, Coca-Cola. Available only for 4 years, laying the groundwork for Make America Great for Squirrels Again, MAGZA.
I'd buy Coca-Cola.
Thank you, Peanut, for that super chat. That was funny. Jason Webster with the 5 Australian says, hi to the beautifully congenial Xray Girl, Livewire Tuggs, and Mr. Porkchop. Oh, thank you. Hi, Jason. Darth Gavel for 5 says, seeing the lefties horrified wailing in the comments on Red Note was so satisfying. LOL. I didn't download it.
I didn't download it either, but I saw some people talking about it that were still on TikTok up until the end, and so they were like, "Oh man, the amount of chaos that's happening on Red Note right now. The Chinese are so welcoming," and then it was the Rainbow Brigade, and then they were getting banned. And they're like, "They're not welcoming."
I think you know, when you're this is a problem with Americans in most countries. People think they're too loud, and they're too
we are very loud,
too open about things, and there's just some things that you don't talk about in public, and that's fine. I think there's a decorum that is nice with certain cultures. Like, for example, Japanese culture is very proper, almost too proper compared to Americans. But then, of course, the Japanese are probably one of the kinkiest out there. Hey, we all know some of the crazy stuff that they do over there. Okay. But yeah,
I've seen the animes, some of the anime pictures. Y'all need Jesus.
Yeah, but it's like finding this happy medium of being polite and societally, you know, nicer, better, and then being able to have free speech. Because sometimes there's things I just don't want to know about you that you shouldn't post out there.
As a society, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, wow, chat, you know. I don't know. Enlighten me.
You know. You know.
I have
know,
no
you know.
idea. Tell me more.
No.
No. My Bible pillow. It's over there.
The vending machines. I mean, that pretty much says it all. Socks. You can get undies from there. Anywho, Tuggs, what do you got going on? Hi, Vinny.
Somebody
No.
come get this dog. He's driving me crazy. What do I have going on? What is today? Tuesday. You are not available tonight, but I am streaming tonight. I don't know what yet. I haven't decided. 5 p.m. Central-ish. Duke won't be home until tomorrow, so that's cool. He's being held hostage at his job. And then we have no poor choices tomorrow. Morning roast Thursday? Question mark?
There will be a morning roast Thursday. I'm not sure if I can be there yet. So.
Oh,
okay.
I'm definitely not here on Thursday. I don't think so.
So we may or may not have a morning roast.
There
We'll
may
let
not
you guys
be
know.
Okay. 50-50 shot. I might be unsupervised. No. But yeah, and then Saturday G&G tabletop Crimson Throne, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Very cool.
And
Very
it's
cool.
snowing. Yay.
I know you look so cold. Mr. Porkchop, what about you?
I'm gonna do some more Cyberpunk tomorrow. I love that game so
Where
much.
are you in the
Cyberpunk
game?
2027.
So I'm just doing some Phantom Liberty stuff right now. I'm trying to save the president or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to save
Bro.
so I don't know the hacker person. I don't know what her name was. Robin.
The
River?
girl.
I don't know, the girl.
Judy.
Judy? No, not Judy. Judy. I'm on a date with Judy right now. We've gone diving or something. I don't know.
You already have done the diving date?
Yeah, I'm just going through it super quick.
Honestly, I love Cyberpunk. Are you gonna play the DLC as well?
That's what I'm doing. I am doing that. I'm doing the
You're doing it all. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the hacker girl in the DLC. Okay. So I only played the DLC once. I kind of want to play it again.
Oh, it's so good. And I've built a tank build, and it's just awesome. Like,
nice. Did you get the gorilla arms?
No. Yes. Yeah. Gorilla arms. I've got gorilla arms. I've got double jump. I just rock around with an LMG, just shooting everyone's face off.
Oh, see, great. I did the build where it's the hacker build. So I hack and then I use the wire to like kill people.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that. There's so much to that game. You can do so much. So yeah, might have to do it again. Do a hacker build, and stealth build, and there's so much you can do.
I freaking love it. I'm going to be on the road over the next week. So
on the road again.
Yeah, on the road again. So things will resume probably Friday at back to normal for me. Yeah, I have nothing coming up in the next little bit till Friday for sure. And
Friday night.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe we'll change a morning roast to another day. We'll see, depending on their schedules. So
listen, I have no life, so I'm available in the mornings all the time. Just as long as I know that I'm not going to the gym or have to push my gym.
Yes, keep an eye out on the community section and on Twitter, and we'll let you know there. Okay. I think this is a good place to say adieu and have a happy second day of Trump, Daddy Trump being back.
Daddy Trump. I'm adding all kinds of things to my wish list right now. Thanks, Jonathan, for the pink hat link. It's on there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my wish list. There's one thing on it. Oh, what was it again? Oh my God, my brain is. I just put it on there and like I'm so fried this morning. Oh, I put the Hello Kitty headphones because the Hello Kitty game is coming out soon. January 30th, and I really want to have Hello Kitty headphones, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't need them. I ordered a headband, a Hello Kitty headband. So
has it got ears?
Oh, you want to see?
I want to see it.
I will show you.
We got time.
We got a little time, and before we say bye. So this is the throne wish list. This is the headphones.
Say goodbye. Oh my.
Oh, it's got a. Oh my God.
See how freaking cute it is?
Okay, I'm not even a Hello Kitty fan, but that's pink and it has a bow. I need them. Are you kidding me? I want pink headphones. I love my cat ear ones, but they don't go with my pink anymore.
And I kind of really want this backpack. It's so
Oh,
fucking
God.
I want if anybody sees the Loungefly, the Mummy Loungefly, like the movie The Mummy, you guys know that's my favorite movie ever. They came out with the Loungefly and it's the Book of the Dead. It's a backpack. I need it. Will somebody get it and I will pay you back.
Yeah. You're still a girl if you don't like pink. That's fine. My favorite color
Yeah,
is
okay.
purple. So, all right.
I didn't like pink for the longest time, and then it was only the last, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 years or so that I'm like, you know what? I love freaking pink.
It's all good. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the conversation. And we will see you guys definitely Tuesday next week, but hopefully.
Yes.
Sometime this week.
I'm here on Tuesday.
Yeah. All right.
Yay!
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Wake up to morning roasts.
A rainbow dildo butt monkey are 4 words no one ever imagined uttering in the same sentence, but here we are. 3, 2, oh my God, Mr. Porkchop!
Hello.
You do you, but I'll do myself. Oh no, God. Haywood Jablomi, thanks for the 10 Canadian. I love my Canadians out there.
Yeah, I like a rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
Ori! Use 150 bits to play a part.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I want that in my mouth.
Where's the girl? I need a cup of coffee.